Me and my brothers used to be green, said Gordon. It was all very well and everything, but now I prefer my blue. It makes me different, you see. The engines on our old line used to be blue, added Donald. But Dougie and me never were though. We had to be painted black. I like my green too, said Henry. I wouldn't want to be painted red like James. People would think I was a fire engine. At least people can see me coming, snorted James. I don't disappear into the background like some engines I could mention. If it wasn't for the noise, you'd need a yellow and black front like a diesel. Henry's protest was drowned in the laughter of the other engines, and Henry left the station, wondering how he could pay James out. Henry was still cross when he collected his last train. What could be wrong? What could be wrong? Wondered the coaches as Henry left the station. To come along, Henry snorted impatiently. They had a fast run, but it didn't improve Henry's temper. He bumped the coaches when they reached the end of the line, and again when he backed onto them for his return train. He simmered angrily while the shunter fastened the coupling. No one noticed a rattle from beneath Henry's footplate as he snorted away, and soon the train was running well. Hurry, 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 puffed Henry. But faster and faster they went, and at last Henry began to feel better. Suddenly there was a crack and then a rattle from beneath Henry's tender. Look out, screamed the fireman. He was just in time. Both men watched in horror as a widening gap opened between Henry and his tender. Henry stopped as soon as he could. The automatic brake halted his tender and the train somewhere behind. We must drop Henry's fire, said the fireman. It would be dangerous to let him pour dry now that we can't get any more water from the tender. The driver agreed. Sorry, old boy, and just when we had it going nicely too, but if you hadn't banged around so much you wouldn't have broken your tender coupling. While the fireman dealt with Henry's fire, the driver went to call for help. When he returned, he found Henry buried in a huge cloud of black smoke. The fireman emerged choking. Henry's fire set the sleepers alight, he said. You stay here, I'm going to phone the fire brigade. The driver eased Henry clear of the blaze. Then Edward arrived to take the train home. Henry felt most uncomfortable. Workmen made Henry a temporary coupling, and then joined him to his tender and went carefully home. Edward, who of course had seen everything, told the others they were careful about what they talked about that night. As for Henry, he was touchy on the subject of fires for some time afterwards, but James was quick to notice that from then on, Henry stopped making rude remarks about the color of fire engines.